The Back Rooms, written and developed by Joshua James Halliday.
Chapter 1. When I first started at Async company, I was told it would be an easy job, nothing more than managing a control station in some classified location, along with classified information. I was used to these kinds of setups. After all, I worked with units, such as Area 51, along with Area 47 up in the Antarctic. Many people to this day still have no idea about these buildings, but I do. So when a strange world just so happens to magically appear from nowhere, who do they call? That's right, me. They call me Jamie Cash, and before you say it, no, I'm not related to Johnny Cash. They call me because I'm good at what I do. And to be honest, it's not really that hard of a job. Watching computers and monitoring readings, that's all I do, and they pay me top dollar for it. When I went to Oxford University and surprised the students along with the teachers with my skills in engineering, IT mechanics, and physics, they put me straight into programs where I had to prove myself even more. Eventually, I got offered to work in top secret government programs. Small time to start with. Then it went to Area 51, where I spent 5 years of my life guarding old Cold War weapons and experiments. Sorry, no aliens. If you wanted aliens, you would have had to have gone to Area 47, under the ice. That's where I saw some freaky stuff indeed. But I can't say it fazed me too much. After all, that's what I signed up for. I spent only 3 years at Area 47 before I got a call to go to LA, to some old abandoned building where something had just magically appeared there. They didn't go into great detail, although I was certain this would be some kind of wormhole. Wouldn't be the first time that I had encountered one of those things. I took a plane to LA. When I landed at the airport, I was picked up by some guy in a suit and a black car, with blacked out windows. He was a tall, bald guy, sunglasses over his eyes, one earbud in on the left side, strong build, and completely crap at conversation. So, weather is good.
Yeah.
So where we heading?
You know I can't tell you that, Mr. Cash.
Figures as much.
Look, we'll be there in 10 minutes. Sit tight. There is some water in the back. You can vape, but don't smoke real cigarettes.
Lucky for you, I don't smoke.
Not my car, so I don't care too much about it. But it's my job, and my supervisor will kick my ass if he comes in here and it stinks of smoke. Trust me, some of you IT guys just chuff them down like there is no tomorrow.
Like I said, I don't smoke.
Okay.
We pulled up at a building that had some crazy security presence. I got out the car. I grabbed my bags from the boot of the car. My driver, and now apparently bodyguard, led me into the building. We went up some stairs, and then before I knew it I was in some kind of waiting room. My newly adopted bodyguard sat to the side, holding us hands together below his belt line. Soon a man comes in and calls me into an office. My new bodyguard, whose name I do not know, follows me so far, and then waits by the door on the outside. Obviously, he wasn't privy to the information I was about to be told.
Jamie, so glad you could make it in. Did you have a safe flight and drive?
Yes, I did, thanks, although the conversation wasn't much good.
Yeah, the bodyguards are, shall we say, professional in their work.
I guess it's the best way. So what's the crack with this operation?
Well, some time ago, some teenagers came into this building, making some kind of YouTube video. They opened a doorway expecting to walk into another room in this building, but, well, they didn't.
What did they stumble upon?
Seems to us like some kind of other world, like a portal of some kind. It leads into hallways and corridors that seem to stretch for miles. We've sent countless people inside, and many have gone missing in the field, never seen or heard from again.
So it's dangerous inside.
The problem is, Jamie, we don't know. We are expanding our staff and explorations. we have teams of people that have documented some very strange things. We call this other world the backrooms, because it looks like the backrooms of a mall or a storage unit. The problem is, no one built it, but it's human design. Chairs, tables, even computers and such inside. One can easily get lost in there. So, you have to be super careful and smart, with a good sense of direction.
That's unbelievable. Sounds tense.
You want to see it?
Of course I do. And I didn't catch your name.
Oh, my apologies, Jamie. How unprofessional. My name is Hardy. I'll be your supervisor. If you decide, of course, this is something you want to do.
Surely these so-called backrooms can't be that bad.
Remember, you haven't seen them yet.
We exited the office. My beloved bodyguard follows with us a little ways behind. Myself and Hardy walk into what appears to be a changing room. Yellow hazmat suits and black gas masks hung up. Is the air toxic then, Hardy?
Yes, we have readings to say the air contains a poison that slowly kills the cells in the lungs over a period of time.
I put on my hazmat suit and gas mask. The gas masks were fitted with a radio and headphones. Makes life easier to hear each other. A nice touch.
Okay, Jamie. Are you ready and kitted to go?
Yep, I believe so. Let's see what all the fuss is about. Hardy opens a door that leads into a control room. He begins to explain that this is the place where I would be working, showing me around all the equipment and so on. After we spend an extended period of time in the control room, he opens the main door that leads into the back rooms. What I was face to face with was a giant room with extra little rooms, an old style of yellow wallpaper, bright lights that buzzed a constant noise. One could almost feel claustrophobic. No windows, no other noises except for the buzzing of the lights. The off-grey coloured carpet that covered the entire floor. Two other men in hazmat suits were coming from the back rooms into the control room.
Hey Hardy.
Hello, Jefferson. Anything to report?
One of the cameras picked up some movement, but unfortunately it didn't capture what it was. Could just be another malfunction.
Okay, we need to keep an eye on this. I'm just showing Jamie around. He will be working the control room. Jamie, this is Gaz, and the man of few words next to him is Nick. Now you two are clocking off for the day. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right, boss.
Okay. Well, you two enjoy your evenings. I'll us finish up here with Jamie, and then we'll let the night staff take over.
Hardy tells me some information on the back rooms. I asked him about this movement that the camera picked up. He brushes it off and says that the equipment sometimes malfunctions in there, but I wasn't convinced. Not one bit. Some strange energy about this place indeed. Chapter 2. My first shift, and would you believe it? It was a night shift. I sat in the control room, gas mask off, as the control room has a safe oxygen supply. Some staff members were walking around the back rooms. I had coffee on tap and a load of snacks for my shift.
Jamie, do you read me?
Yeah, you're coming in loud and clear.
Okay, that's good. I've separated off from the rest of the group. I'm trying to recon a section of the back rooms we've not yet been.
Copy that. I don't think that's a wise idea personally. I think you should stick with the group, just in case of any dangers.
To hell with that, I want to get going early tonight. Tomorrow I have a coffee date with this sexy blonde girl. I want to get my rest, you know what I mean?
What good are you to that girl if you're missing? You know what's happened to others that have made silly choices in there.
Listen, Jamie, I understand you, but you haven't seen this chick.
Another voice pops up on the radio. It was another member of the team.
Will you stop thinking with your Johnson?
No, mate, you know me boys. I'm all about that reproduction.
I laughed hard at that last comment. The team in here seemed to be close. I guess they had to be. In situations like this, You have to keep cool and calm. But I couldn't let this member of the team go off by himself. It's my duty to keep everyone safe. Listen, kiddo, girl or no girl, you stay with the group. Don't cut corners.
First shift and already asserting his dominance. You remind me of myself on a first date. Jesus, what's your issue, Harry? Just 'cause you can't get the girls.
You know, there is more to life than that.
And you, sir, are a virgin, 35 years old and still living with mummy and daddy.
Jesus. Huh.
See, boys, Andrew gets it. He's not so. So what?
Everything all right?
Boys, I've found something. This is crazy.
10-4 on that. What have you found?
It's like I can see the floor, but when you put your foot on it, it's like there is nothing there. A drop. A huge drop. Hold on. Let me stick my head down it.
Is this guy some kind of stupid?
Do not stick your head down. Wait for your team.
To be honest, I'm surprised he didn't stick his Johnson down there.
Goz, do you read me?
Gaz, talk buddy.
He's pressed his panic button.
Get to him now.
What the heck, Gaz?
I'm trying to keep calm at this point, but inside, I'm worried. Always on the first shifts. I overrode the alarm system. Couldn't think straight with that thing blasting. Have you got to him yet?
Copy. Almost there.
Okay. Keep me posted every step of the way.
Gaz, answer me.
I can't see him anywhere.
Watch out for the hole in the floor.
There is no hole that I can see.
He said it was, like, covered up or something.
10-4.
Andrew, what's going on? Dies.
Oh my God. Can you hear that?
Yes, I can. What's going on?
There is something screaming down here.
Any sign of Goz?
No. Not yet. I'm pacing up one of the corridors now.
Guys, do you read me? Come in. I tried to further reach out to the team, but all went quiet. What were those strange sounds? I toyed with the idea of getting on a suit myself and heading in the rooms. I had a mini-map and some good sense of direction. I had to get the team out. First though, I had to call Hardy.
Hello, Jamie. Is all okay?
No, Hardy. It's not good. We've had a serious situation happen here.
What's happened?
Team missing. Strange sounds. I'm going to go in and help them.
No. Listen to me, Jamie. Under no circumstances, go into the back rooms until I'm there. I will be 20 minutes. Tops.
Hardy hung up the phone, and I sat, alone in this control room, listening to every sound. I felt immensely uneasy. Wait, what's that? I could hear something stumbling around the outer wall of the control room. Only a remote iron door is between me and this thing. A loud bang from the iron door. Whatever it is just tried to hit the other side of the door.
Jamie, help.
A voice comes from the other side of the door. Sounds like a member of the team. But the voice, it sounded off. Hello.
Jamie, help me.
I didn't want to open that door. My gut was screaming all sorts of warning cries. Don't open that door. Don't open the door.
Jamie, please. It's coming. Open the door.
No, I can't. After that outburst, the voice stopped. A short time later, Hardy comes into the control room. Behind him are 6 men with guns and hazmat suits. He begins to explain that this is a code red situation. I told him about the incident with the iron door. He nodded his head and opened the door. The men with guns aimed and were ready. When the door opened, there was nothing there. Chapter 3. I sat in the control room with Hardy. We were watching and listening to the body cams worn by the security men in suits.
Hey, are you guys the search and rescue team?
That we are.
Alright, well, my name's Robert. I'm the assistant supervisor. Follow me and I'll show you where we'll be heading out. First thing, before you guys get started, try and stick together as best you can. We've already lost one of our guys that way after he got separated from his team.
Damn, y'all just losing all kinds of people in this place.
Yeah, that seems to be the pattern as of late. But it's pretty easy to get lost, especially if you don't know where you're going or what you're looking at. Just as a baseline, if you see anybody or hear voices of any kind before you guys make your descent, don't follow it or try to interact with it in any way, shape, or form. Apart from our missing team, you guys should be the only ones out there right now, alright?
So does that happen often, or no?
Well, no, not really. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't happen at all. Teams occasionally come back saying that they hear disembodied voices, but to be fair, that could be anything with how much noise that place creates. Ever since the disappearance of our aforementioned researcher, we just tell everyone to ignore them as a baseline. But just because it's rare, doesn't mean it's not a precaution.
Right, got it.
Alright, and I'm guessing based on the guns, you guys know about our little friend downstairs.
Well, not exactly. For whatever reason, that was deemed as unnecessary information by our higher-ups.
Huh, okay then. Well, as far as we know, he's MIA and on the complete opposite side of where you guys will be heading. The entrance there is sealed up tight, so there's no chance he's getting out without us knowing about it. As for what you'll find down the hole of 1138, I don't know if you mentioned it, being unlikely that you'd find anything down there, but considering the team's been down there for just about 2 days now, I think that's evidence enough that it should be pretty much clear. But yeah, definitely bring the guns as just a precaution. We're honestly probably going to start doing the same going forward.
Hardy turns to me and begins to speak.
Listen, if you want to clock off Jamie, you're more than welcome to.
No, I'm staying until our guys get out.
Very well then. Let's keep watching the body cams and see what it is that we are dealing with. Don't worry. These guys that are going in are very well-trained professionals.
End of part 1. Please continue to part 2 to continue the story.